whole cycle, you know.
No, it is. And this is not to say that parents who push their kids to go to school are to blame, because
I mean,
The
they
sad-
mean well. I'm sure.
the sad thing is it's their best intentions. They're
Yeah.
trying their best. The problem is that it's systematic at this point.
Yeah, it is
And
very.
just like many things that are slowly being uncovered as systematic problems,
It's a bubble, dude.
and we were talking about this.
Yeah.
It's a $1 trillion bubble.
Yeah. I don't, and it's not like the same as any other bubble, because a lot of like let's take the housing market for example. That was financed by private institutions. That was financed by the banks.
Right.
But this bubble is financed by the government, because all the majority of the loans, like maybe some ridiculous 90% of the loans, they're federal loans.
Yeah.
So
Does
How-
that have
how-
to do with fast final then?
I don't know. I'm not
Right.
sure of all that. I
Okay.
mean, maybe not.
Continue.
But the point is, when private institutions they finance these so what happens in a bubble, right, is there's a product, and the product service which has a value, and people start buying this product or service with the expectation that the value will go up. And once a lot of people start buying it with that expectation, it actually starts going up because more people want to buy it.
Right.
So demand increases, the value increases, and that just continues until it doesn't. And that's what happened. And that when people start buying it, and then it actually, when it looks like in the short term that it's actually going up, then the cheap credit comes in the picture. Then other people who can't afford to buy it will buy it because they have easy money, easy access to
Free
credit.
money.
They have essentially free money, and then their rationale is, I have free money, I have this product that's going to go up in value. Okay, I'll use the loan, buy it, it'll go up in value, I'll make money. That's the rationale. And then some people, actually works for them,
Yeah.
out of dumb luck, and then a lot of other people do it, and until the expectations stop, because then people wise up, consumer ignorance subsides, and then we say the bubble has popped. And then what happened to those is the government bailed the banks, right? And that's how the outcome wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, but the thing is, who's going to bail out
The government. Exactly. So it's a weird scenario, and that's why, like, most people are saying now is, when this bubble pops, what's going to happen is the mid to low tier colleges, they're going to get fucked, because what they're doing is they're financing all these infrastructure projects with debt, and already government subsidies to them, like for research and whatnot, that's already on the decline, because like there's so much other government expense like healthcare and shit that already government is slowing down government college subsidies. So automatically they've been switching their revenue model to putting the burden on the consumer, on the student, right? That's why tuition prices have been going up consistently. And what happens is, once this bubble, because right now in the student debt bubble, the product is college, the college degree, and the value and the expectation is that what I get, the degree is worth more than what I'm paying for. And that's how prices have been going up with the cheap credit, the loans, student loans, it's been going up. And once this expectation stops, college students are going to stop going to college, right? And then where does the money come from for the colleges? Because they have all these infrastructure projects that are financed by debt. Then on top of that, they have to maintain everything, because it's not a one-time cost. Like the gyms are like consistent costs.
No, there's several recurring costs.
Exactly.
In college.
So then once the expectation stops, then the consumer doesn't buy the product anymore. The college's predominant revenue stream has transitioned to tuition, but tuition is going to come now. So who's going to pay? No one. Then they're going to go bankrupt. And that's why this is the prediction not most people, at least some people who I consider to be wise are predicting, and it's the only time with that. Because right now, there's a college in Boston, Mount Ida College. It was like a 100-year-old college, maybe older than that, and it just closed.
Oh,
It
Sure.
went. It went. It went.
it went under.
It went under. Yeah. And there are more and more of these colleges, and there was this Harvard professor. His name is Clayton Christensen.
Harvard.
Harvard University.
Okay.
And he was, I forget what his class was called, something about disruptive innovation. And he predicted, this was like years ago, he predicted that in the next 10 years, the bottom 25% of each tier of universities are going to go bankrupt. And I mean, the guy just died recently. I wanted to meet him, but yeah, dude, I
Maybe you'll meet him someday.
someday. But I believe in his predictions. I really do think that that's a very strong possibility because
I think you're right. I think even though there's going to be a lot of quote unquote experts that are going to go against this, those experts are probably in some way or another getting financially and reputation wise benefited from the college institution being the lay of the land.
The incumbents, 100%.
Exactly. And that bubble is going to burst. And I think it's going to burst sooner than most people expect it to. And I'm not talking about experts, I'm talking about the regular Joe here. And once that happens, there's going to be a big hole in the market for education. That's what we're hoping to fill up.
Yeah, like alternate means for higher education.
Yeah, because
dude.
the reality is that you don't need all that infrastructure and all those bells and whistles to get an education. All you really need to learn, I would dare say anything, if not most things, apart from, I don't know, things like medicine, like practical.
I mean, for a job, you just need to learn the job. That's all. If a job is what you need only, you just need to learn the skill that employers want.
No, yeah.
That's
but
all.
Where I'm going with this is that apart from a few practical skills that you need to work with your hands, you can learn most things as long as you have a computer and an internet connection.
And the willingness to learn like that.
And the time.
Yeah, and the time.
And the willingness to learn.
Yeah.
All the extra bells and whistles, all the infrastructure, the beautiful campuses, yeah, sure, that's great. But
it's not worth the price.
Yeah, exactly. It's not worth going the rest of your life into debt.
That's the thing, it's hard